Swiss, we did the dollar yen. So we might as well now go and do the other majors and get it over with. So let's take the pound dollar. And remember, on the index I told you that we have a structure point of one, I mean you can see it on the index, which is 159.40, but our structure point on the cash market is 159.80. And again, this is the index and this is the cash. So there is a small spread or a small difference between them, and thus you could see that the break in the pound has been, the structural break has been in the dollar, the pound dollar, and it is getting very close for a structural failure against, for the whole pound as a whole. So the pound has now closed below the 159.80, so that is an extremely negative close for the pound, and therefore we are looking for the pound to go down, to continue down towards the next structural short, which is the 157.06. And of course this is quite an easy setup for us to trade that. Why? Because if this is my pound dollar, and look at this, this is the radar screen, guys, and it's also, it behooves us, and it should be something that we guys, the guys, especially the guys that have the software, whenever they begin to look at trading the next day, you want to see how it closed. And if you look at the retracement, it closed at the low of the day, and then the pound New Zealand is also pretty much the same, and then the pound Swiss. So the pound is actually in a pretty bad shape against the New Zealand, against the dollar, and against the Swiss franc, but it is showing some strength against the Aussie and the CAD. So that might give us some hint in the way we trade for the next week. Okay. So the way we're going to set up my buying point is 159.80 because it closed at 158.50. It is also my structure long, which was my structure short. It was the structure short from last week, so now it is going to be my structure long. It's going to be my structure long. And of course, if I'm buying, so it's going to become my stop. As far as going short, now this is a little bit interesting because I don't know if it's the low of the day. Close 6 pips above the low of the day, so we're going to go short below the 159. My short point is below 159. And my structural short, as you recall from, should be, is the 157. We don't remember these numbers, because as I tell you guys when we're doing the course, once you understand these structural points, you could be sitting on the beach and right now, and what is the, and you ask yourself, what is the pound dollar? It says, well, it's below the 159.80. It's a no-brainer now to put on a short. That's it. And you know your position, you know you want to go short, you know your stop, you don't want it to get above the 159.80. So literally you could be sitting on your beach with an iPhone. Now you know it's below the structure point. You learn how to identify the structure point. You can place a trade. And you know that you have the odds on your side, and you don't even need to look at the chart. So now it's going to go to the next structure point, which is the 157.06, and we always remember these structure points. So now if I go short below the 159 even, I need to find a place to place my stop. Unfortunately, no, I'm sorry, I made a mistake on this stop. My short is going to be 159.50. Is that? And if I take it below 159.50, I can place my stop above the market side or above the structure point of the 159.80. So in this case, the structure point is going to be your stop on either side of the trade. Okay? So that is the pound dollar. We're going to buy the pound above 159.80, which is also my structure point, and it is also going to be my long stop. We're going to go short below 159.50. My structure short down is the 157.06, and if I go short below 159.80, again 159.50, I'm going to put my stop above the 159.80, which is my structure long point, and it is my stop. Okay, that is the pound dollar. Anybody